Hello crocheters, today's project is for those of my crochet beginner friends, not novices but beginners, those of you who already mastered chains, single crochets, double crochets and slip stitches, and now you actually want to make a project using these stitches, but also you want to take one step forward and learn something new. So this project is definitely for you, but also this project can be great for my intermediate and even advanced crochet friends because this pattern is very enjoyable, it's very easy, and those of us who are advanced crocheters sometimes really want to have an easygoing project so we can just watch TV, listen to an audiobook and just relax. So this would be a great project for you too. This is a baby blanket that I crocheted using 5 skeins of Red Heart Soft Baby Steps yarn, 2 skeins of white color, 2 skeins of gray color, and 1 skein of blue. And I worked with a hook size H 8 millimeters. To get those beautiful vertical stripes, I crocheted this blanket along the length, not along the width. So basically my starting chain was the length of the blanket. I have a written pattern for the baby blanket. The written pattern is available in my Etsy Ravelry Lovecraft shops. The finished size is approximately 40 by 32 inches, but you can easily adjust this pattern for a full-size afghan as well. And in this video I will crochet a small sample to demonstrate how the stitch works. The starting chain must be a multiple of 3 plus 1. For the actual blanket I started with 139 chains, but for my sample I will start with 37 chains. Here I have 37 chains. And now into the 5th chain from the hook, I will work a double crochet. We never count the chain on the hook, we always start counting from the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And over here I work a double crochet. Now these 3 skip chains count as first double crochet, and then the 4th chain counts as 1 skipped chain. Next, I work a double crochet into the next chain. And now I will sort of go back and make a double crochet into this skipped chain. So yarn over and inserting the hook into that chain like this. I work a double crochet. And here is what I have. I skip the next chain right here, and into each one of the next 2 I work a double crochet. 1, 2, and again I will go back and make a double crochet into this skipped chain. And that's basically how the pattern goes. I skip the next chain, and into each one of the next 2 chains I work a double crochet. 1, 2, and then I make a double crochet into the skipped chain. And that's it. That's how I'm going to continue crocheting this row. And here I crocheted all the way across, and at the end of the row I still have 1 chain left, and I end this row with a double crochet into that last chain. So this is the first row. I turn my work and I start the second row with 3 chains. And these 3 chains will count as my first double crochet. I skip the next double crochet, and into each one of the next 2 I work a double crochet. Now I'm gonna go back and make a double crochet into this skipped double crochet, like this. And again, I skip the next double crochet, and into each one of the next 2 double crochets, I work a double crochet. 1, 2. And now into the skipped double crochet, I also work a double crochet. And that's how this pattern goes. Skip next double crochet, work a double crochet into each one of the next 2 double crochets, and then go back and make a double crochet into the skipped one. And that's how I'm going to continue crocheting this row. And here I am at the end of this row. I have this turn and chain, which I count as a double crochet, and I'm going to end this row by making a double crochet into the second chain of these 3 chains. Instead of making it into the top chain, I'm going to make it into the middle one, the second chain. And by doing it this way, I will get a much better, straighter edge. So here I have 2 rows finished, and all I need to do now is to repeat row number 2. I start with 3 chains, I skip 1 double crochet, work a double crochet into each one of the next 2 double crochets, then go back and make a double crochet into the skipped double crochet. So that's it. This is a very easy, very relaxing pattern to crochet. I'm going to make 5 rows with the gray color, and then I'll show you how I change the color. I crocheted 5 rows, and now I'm going to make a row with blue yarn. So here's how I'm going to join it. And there are so many ways to join in new yarn. It's really up to you which way you wanna do, but I'll show you how I did it in this blanket. So I'm going to undo the last loop of the very last stitch, not the whole stitch, just that one top loop. And now I'm going to finish it with the blue one, and I folded the blue yarn like this, leaving a yarn tail about 6-7 inches long, and I pass it through. So now this last double crochet is finished with blue yarn already. I turn my work. Now I'm going to make 3 chains, and I'm going to crochet with both strands of yarn like this. So these 3 chains are quite heavy, but that's okay, because later on I will make a edging crocheting into the ends of rows and it won't be noticeable. So next I crochet according to the pattern. I skip 1 double crochet, and into the next one I work a double crochet, and then into the next one I work a double crochet again. And here I have a short tail left, and I will cut it off later. So now I go back and make a double crochet into the skipped double crochet, and then I just continue crocheting this row with the blue yarn. I'm going to make 1 row with the blue yarn, and then I will join in the white yarn, and I will make 5 rows with the white yarn. Oh, and I need to mention that the gray yarn I will cut off over here, leaving about 5-6 inches, and then I will weave it in, and then later as I crochet the edging, it will be totally secured. I crocheted 5 rows with the white yarn, and I'm going to stop here. This sample is going to represent my blanket. What I'm gonna do now is use a smaller size hook and hide in all the yarn tails, and then I will do the border of the blanket. So now I'm going to crochet around my piece, making a border, and I'm not gonna do anything fancy. I'm just going to make a few rounds of single crochets. So I start in the left top corner. I make one chain, and into this very last stitch I work 3 single crochets. So 1, 2, 3, and in each corner space I will work 3 single crochets. Now I'm going to crochet into the ends of rows, and I'm going to alternate here. In the first end of row I work 1 single crochet, but in the next one I work 2. 1, 2. Then again into the next one I work 1, and into the next one I work 2. 1, 2. Again 1, and then 2. 1, 2. Again 1, and then 2. 1, 2. And that's how I crochet on this side. And now into the corner stitch I work 3 single crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Next I'm going to crochet into the starting chain, and into each chain I make 1 single crochet. And that's how I'm going to crochet all the way to the next corner. And in this next corner I made 3 single crochets, and now again I will continue crocheting into the ends of rows, alternating making 1 single crochet, then 2 single crochets, into the next end of row 1 single crochet, and into the next one 2, and so on. And at this corner, in top of these 3 chains, I work 3 single crochets because that's my corner space. And now I will continue crocheting into the last row, making a single crochet into each stitch. Here I am at the first corner, and I just joined with a slip stitch. Now I completed 1 round of single crochets around the perimeter of my piece. Now I will change the color and make another round of single crochets, and that's all I'm gonna do for the border. It's just gonna be a few, well, maybe several rounds of single crochets. And remember, in each corner stitch make 3 single crochets.